Fellow Nigerians, they don't release Cubana chief priest to hey. Baba drag me no agree. So he has even been under arrest all this while. We didn't know. EFCC carry and go court today. They charge him to court. As he enter court, the judge ask him, you are being accused of spraying money and abusing the naira. Are you guilty or not guilty? Wait till we see live and direct for video. Cubana chief will say not guilty. Cubana chief will say not guilty. Now his lawyer filed for a bail. Now the court grants him bail in 10 million naira and 2 shorties in like sum. We must be level 16 officers gainfully employed with the federal or state government. Let me explain. 2 people when get 10 million when they work with the federal government or the state government, they must have reached level 16 in civil service and they must have landed properties when the court will verify. He also drop a travel passport so that he cannot go anywhere. He's supposed to bring those 2 people before they bail him, but the court released him to his lawyers, which means he has been released, and they must perfect the bail condition in 7 days, which means in 7 days they must bring those 2 people. And anytime the court wants him, the lawyer must bring him out, or the lawyer will enter jail. I'll show you the news. Popular Instagram celebrity Pascal Okechukwu, also known as Cubana chief priest, has pleaded not guilty for alleged naira abuse. He pleaded not guilty to the 3-count charge filed against him by the Economics and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). The socialite was arraigned at the Federal High Court, Lagos, before Justice Kehinde Ogundere on Wednesday. The Anti-Graft Commission filed a 3-count charge against Cubana chief priest, accused of abusing the naira at a social event, an act said to be contrary to the provisions of the Central Bank Act of 2007. After he pleaded not guilty, the court granted him bail in the sum of 10 million naira with 2 responsible shorties in like sum who must be gainfully employed with the federal or state government and not less than grade level 16 officers. The shorties are to have landed properties and documents must be verified by the court. Cubana chief priest is also to submit his travel passport to the custody of the court. The bail conditions must be perfected within 7 days, but in the meantime, he was released to his lawyers who must give an undertaking to produce him later. Failure to do so, he will be remanded in correctional facility. You see, normal. Once they bring you to court for a matter like this, your best bet is to plead guilty. If you plead guilty, the court will tender mercy with justice, which means they will not give you the maximum punishment. In that case, they were supposed to just give Bobrisky the minimum punishment of a fine of 50,000 or maybe 100 or 200k. But even after Bobrisky pleaded guilty, they still gave him maximum punishment. Baba Cubana chief priests have learned from it. So now he's pleading not guilty. If you find him guilty, highest, you go send out to jail for 6 months. Even who plead guilty, they still send out to jail for 6 months. Now it is now the job of the EFCC to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Cubana chief priest was actually spraying money. Videos that he was spraying money cannot prove it, because he can tell you it is dummy cash. There's something we call dummy money. It looks like money, but it's not money. He can tell you it's dummy cash. So now you now go call the struggle to go court and back to prove say no be dummy cash. How do you prove that? You need witnesses that we at that event to stand and say we saw him spraying with cash. And you don't need just one. You need like 2 or 3 witnesses. That's why the law says in the amount of 2 or 3 witnesses, the truth is established. You need like 2 or 3 witnesses. Now, if you bring those 2 witnesses who say, now real money is spray, I see him. He too go bring witnesses who say, not be real money is spray. Now, dummy cash. This is where they will drag this case for the next 1 to 2 years. Before you know, EFCC don't tire. Don't forget, say Cubana chief priests get connections. Top connections in politics, including some governors. You know who we are talking about. There's a high probability that they will drag this case for a while and they will forget the matter. Well done, Cubana chief priest. You put this one well. And even you go plead guilty like Bobrisky, They will sentence him to jail. You see the disadvantage of that judgment when justice, what's his name, give against Bobrisky. Now nobody will plead guilty again. Once beaten, twice shy. Everybody will learn from the mistake of Mr. Idris, aka Bobrisky. Let's see how these cases will go. For now, Cubana chief priests have been released on bail.